This is the Art Marketing Minute with Eric Rhoads, author of the Amazon best-selling book, Make More Money Selling Your Art. In the Marketing Minute, we answer your questions to help your art career. Brought to you by artmarketing.com, the place to go to learn more about marketing. Now, here's your host, art magazine publisher, Eric Rhoads.
Thank you, Jim Kipping, and thank you for joining us today. I am here. My goal is to eliminate the idea of the starving artist. So let's get right to today's questions. Here's a question from Rob Ragland. I don't know where Rob is from. He says, Bob Ragland, I'm sorry, says, I'm interested in knowing how artists are selling their art in untraditional ways. Well, I'm interested too. I'm always keeping an eye on that. Bob, the untraditional quickly becomes the traditional once it works. As you know, we've observed because of the coronavirus, we observed a lot of people doing some new and interesting things. One thing I saw recently is an artist doing a raffle for a painting, and they're selling tickets at $10 or $20 each, and the goal is to sell enough tickets to cover the cost that they would normally get, and got a lot of entries and did a raffle, and then is doing another one. Another artist I saw is doing an auction where you don't actually see the painting. You're buying an unseen painting and you're auctioning for it. And La Papa did this and started the idea, Laguna Plein Air Painters. And I was in it, as a matter of fact. They raised over $20,000. So it could be done by an artist as well. And of course, lately lots of people are doing virtual art shows with links to buy. And that's been very effective for very many, a lot of galleries and artists doing it. So I think it's something that will probably continue. I like to see people thinking outside of the box. Hate that term, though. The next question comes from an anonymous person in Las Vegas who says, do prints that are the same size as the original devalue the original painting? I worry that some people won't know the difference. Well, prints are controversial, and some hate them, others love them. I've watched a lot of artists make some money with prints. I've watched them do licensing to print companies, which is not as much money, but you've got somebody working for you night and day and selling that for you. So I think that's a pretty good thing. I think prints are a nice thing because a lot of people cannot afford an original, but they go into a gallery or they see your work, they'd like to own it, but they can't afford an original. I don't know that that's going to stop somebody from buying an original. Obviously, it's going to be priced considerably different. And quite frankly, some people say, hey, if I never sell the original, but I sell 100 prints off of it, I'm making more money than I would have from the original. So it doesn't really matter. Some galleries love them. Some galleries hate them. You got to have a talk with your gallery about that. I don't know if size matters. Might not be a bad idea to vary the size a little. And quite frankly, it's nice to have different sizes. But if you get too small, then you're going to have a minimum price that you might not want. Remember, you want somebody walking out of the gallery, out of your booth or whatever, spending a decent amount of money, and you want to make sure your prints are valuable, but also that you're making money on them. Prints are not cheap to make, not good ones, not by the time you put them in a what do they call that? I want to say a frame, but it's, I'm not thinking of the term. A mat. There we go. Anyway, sometimes it takes a little time for those words to enter this old brain. Anyway, so a mat, and then, of course, a piece of plastic or something to put it up. And I think it's something to talk to your gallery about, but I don't see any problem with doing it. I used to think there was a problem. I've changed my tune on that a little bit. I think anything goes today. You got to survive. You just got to make sure you're being ethical. Well, this has been the Art Marketing Minute with me, Eric Rhoads. My goal in life is to eliminate the idea of the starving artist and to help your dreams actually come true. So if you want to submit questions, simply email eric@artmarketing.com. And to learn more about marketing ideas, you can visit artmarketing.com. Thanks for listening.